He reshot how many pages? Hey guys, welcome to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we got another update on Justice League, Joss Whedon, and Zack Snyder's version of the movie. But before we get started, make sure you get on this month's giveaway. We're giving away a copy of Kingdom Come, one of the greatest comics ever by Alex Ross and Mark Waid. To get in on the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed, hit like, and leave a comment. Well, this Justice League story continues to grow, as does the recent hype train for the Snyder Cut. And personally, I'm not too invested in that movement, but I do find this story fascinating. Now, when we found out that Joss Whedon was going to come in and write and direct some of Justice League's reshoots, Warner Brothers pretty much sold it to the public as relatively normal. It's not unusual for movies of this caliber to have to shoot a couple additional scenes to fill in some blanks, and Whedon had had so much success with Avengers that it seemed to be a working relationship, and well-timed after Zack Snyder's personal tragedy. But now, the New York Times has dropped a little bit of a story with some shocking revelations that should fire up the release the Snyder Cut movement even more. Apparently, a very rough cut of Snyder's Justice League was shown to a small group of filmmakers, which included Joss Whedon, Andrea Berloff, and Alan Heinberg. And shortly after that, Warner Brothers asked the Avengers director, Joss Whedon, to take charge of, and I quote, a substantial round of reshoots that included almost 80 new script pages. 80 pages. Apparently, this version of Justice League gave Gal Gadot, Amy Adams, and Diane Lane more to do, and it scrapped a whole bunch of subplots, mostly the ones incorporating Flash and Cyborg. Now, the end result was pretty much a divisive film that completely bombed in theaters and cost a bunch of people their jobs. It's what we refer to over here as a resume-generating event. Now, it's super duper clear now that the studio never wanted to release the Snyder version of the movie, and Whedon, with 80 pages of script, had to have changed the movie to an even greater extent than anybody first realized. Now, with this many pages of reshoots, even if it's not any good, many fans really do understandably want to see the Snyder version of the movie. It also was someplace weird to hide. If the movie is received much better than the one released in theaters, Warner Brothers really has egg on their face. And we know nobody running a corporation likes that at all. With all this recent news and hype, I do have to start wondering if this film is actually going to be released on HBO Max. The original movie drove up so much red ink, to me, it made it very unlikely it would ever see the light of day again, due to the executives actually losing their job. Why would new executives put their jobs on the line? But now that HBO Max has some settled budgets and this project may be near completion, or close enough to completion to complete on one of those HBO Max budgets, it may be something they actually decide to move on. Obviously, as we get more Snyder Cut news, we'll cover it on this channel. I am more curious about the politics and the background of this project than I am the actual film, but it is still fascinating for everyone. Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.